Welcome back, guys. I'm Valen.
And I'm Theo.
And today we're reacting to Taeyeon's live clip of Blur.
Very cool. This song, Blur, actually ended up becoming our favorite song on her latest mini album, which we just reacted and reviewed over on Patreon. So if you want to check that out, make sure to head on over to Patreon. But the song just had every single thing going for it. Seriously, it had a mega cool chorus. I liked the production. Her vocals were on point. Very enjoyable. So now we actually get to also react to a live clip on it.
Exactly.
Very cool. I mean, sometimes we end up preferring even the live clip versions of the songs over the actual studio versions because, you know, you get a bit more of that like vocal inflection of just her at that moment, which is always cool. And we got to spread the word of Taeyeon as well. You know, at the end of the day, I feel like Taeyeon needs a little bit more attention. So hopefully we can also send a couple of views her way with this.
Yes.
If you like the song, of course. Nonetheless, everyone, let's do it. But before we begin, make sure to like the video if you enjoy our content and subscribe to the channel if you want to see more of us. And last but certainly not least, we have so much Taeyeon and Girls' Generation content over on Patreon. We got live performances, we got concert performances, we got album reaction and reviews, and so much more Taeyeon content is also available over on Patreon. And there's new Taeyeon content coming out over on Patreon literally every single week because Taeyeon is such a interesting artist within the K-pop industry. Is she like the most mainstream biggest artist right now? No, but she's an incredibly pleasant artist to react to. I love her vocals and she's just really cool and she got such a loyal and pleasant fan base to interact with.
Exactly.
So we have essentially become Taeyeon heads. You can't get around that. So if you want to see that, make sure to head on over to Patreon. That's also the best way to support the channel. Nonetheless, let's do it.
I just wanted to say that we just reacted to the Letter to Myself live clip on Patreon.
That's right.
And that was crazy.
That thing looked like it was CGI or like made in a video game. The actual video itself.
The actual video was
very unique, I will say.
Very unique. So I'm expecting this one to be like that, or we'll see.
We'll see. 1, 2, 3. We'll see. I literally don't know what to expect.
Me neither.
After that one.
She's in the bus now. That's funny.
Hold up. I think there might be some continuity here. In Letter to Myself, she's singing, like the live clip, she's singing on the bus stop. Then she gets onto the bus. So I suppose this might be in the actual bus. That is so funny.
It is.
Will there be other live clips afterwards that have like other parts of the story?
Something in the mirror 깨진 가면 속에 표정은 들켜버린 잃어버린 거야 아님 처음부터 갖지 못한 better me 더 괜찮은 척해다 감춰버린 그것이 마치 그게 다 나란 듯이 애매한 색안에 갇혀버린 모양 뭘 위한 나였지 It's all a blur 자유롭지 못한 내 world 아파해도 외면한 heart 나 사라져 전부 I don't recognize you It's all a blur
Seriously, this chorus is just, I don't know, I really just love the melody of it in the most simplistic terms possible. Her vocal is obviously really pleasant. It both manages to have power, sadness, and softness all at the same time. And again, like it's just combined with a great production and a genuinely catchy chorus. This microphone probably cost like $1,000 or something.
Yeah.
It's all a blur.
수없이도 믿어왔던 길이 전부 미로 Now I'm wondering 숨차게 달려왔던 자리 다시 밝힐 꿈결 속을 헤매지 네 멋대로서 맨날 나란 듯이 내 칭찬 마치 아무도 아닌 듯이 조각난 채 아프게 맞춰진 대체 뭘 위한 나였지 It's all a blur 자유롭지 못한 내 world 아파해도 외면한 heart 나 사라져 전부 I don't recognize you It's all a blur 산산이도 떼고
Yeah, this whole part of the song,
It's so good.
I mean, it's a great Taeyeon ending. She can
Yeah.
essentially switch it up by just purely going for all of these vocal runs here at the end. That is something a lot of other people wouldn't do. You know, then instead you'd have to switch up the whole production. You'd need a genuine, essentially outro melody and what have you. But with Taeyeon, because she is a very skilled singer, what we can have here instead is her literally just going through all of these vocal runs, and that is enough. With many other singers, maybe what they would do is they would have someone go and do a vocal run like this, but then still also have a main vocal do a melody.
Exactly.
But because her vocal runs, I mean, and her whole style of music in general is very vocal centric and very much focused on her technique and her power, then the vocal run in and of itself is enough.
Exactly.
Like it's
It
not
is.
candy on the ear and complementing something else. It is literally the main centerpiece.
Exactly. Man.
Banger.
It's just a blur 이제 날 제대로 봐
It's all a blur. Ooh.
Man.
Where's she going in this bus?
Where are you going,
In the
Taeyeon?
SM bus.
Don't go. Damn.
It looked less AI generated than the last one. Letter to Myself, guys, literally looks like it was made in the Unreal Engine, like game engine.
No,
That's how I
really,
felt like it
really.
looked.
Yeah.
This one here looks more human.
Yeah.
So that's something. I mean, I don't know if that's a positive or a negative. It's just different.
It's just different.
Quite literally, but it was really fun to see that
But
one too.
bro.
However, the vocal performance here is out of this world. She did an amazing job. Obviously, every single one of her live clips still has, people don't actually know this, right? But these performances actually still go through a little bit of auto-tune.
Oh,
just to
yeah.
have like, just to give it like that studio sound. But as we have heard in her many live performances, she's an incredibly accomplished singer. Seriously.
Oh,
she's
yeah.
very
That's for
talented. But she obviously did amazing.
Oh, yeah.
Seriously. She did an
Wow.
amazing job.
This song, I'm looking forward to hearing this song when she goes back to concert.
Yes, when she eventually gets back into the concert game, I know like you can read so many comments on all of her videos. Like, let's look right now. I'm sure if we just go into the comment section, there'll be someone saying, please, dear Taeyeon, come back into the concert game. What is it? What is it? When is it? When is it? There it is. The concert ticketing battle will be intense again. Undoubtedly. There we have it. It took 0.1 second to find one there. Yes, everyone's very excited. And I feel like it was a very solid mini album.
Very soft.
And this was one of the standout songs. This one
Yes.
and Letter to Myself were my favorite songs
Same.
on a pretty short EP/mini album. For me,
Exactly.
there's no real difference between an EP and a mini album, is
No,
there
it's the
really?
same.
Yeah, it's kind of potato, tomato,
Exactly,
tomato
exactly.
kind of situation, but very pleasant, very
So
cool.
good.
And if nothing else, thank you so much for watching the video, guys. I don't really think there's much more to add. In this
No,
case,
this
it's
is
just
so
an
good.
incredibly Taeyeon performance of a very pleasant song where everything just works together.
Exactly.
Great vocal, a sort of simplistic sort of guitar melody that kind of just sets the stage for everything to happen, a pretty normal kind of R&B type of drum, and her vocal. And it doesn't really need anything more.
It doesn't need any more.
Because again, like that's kind of like it makes more space for her vocal. It's
Exactly.
vocally centric music.
It is.
And as we also talked about in the album reaction and review available over on Patreon, all of these songs, including Blur, can be performed live with a band without any issue. I mean, all you need is an electric guitar playing a little arpeggio. You need a drum, a bass too, if you want, right? It's not totally necessary, but it would be very nice with a bass as well. And then Taeyeon.
And then her.
And or someone who can match her very incredible vocals. Seriously.
No one else.
It is difficult to find someone.
It is
They
difficult.
exist, but it is hard.
Yeah.
Seriously. She has an incredibly strong vocal.
Yes.
And it was a pleasure to check out once again. Nonetheless, everyone, thank you so much for watching the video. Like the video if you enjoy our content. Comment down below what else you want us to check out from TAEYEON and what you thought about the latest mini album and what you thought about Blur and what you thought about our reaction and anything else you want either. And last but certainly not least, make sure to head on over to Patreon and check out all our TAEYEON content over there. There's new TAEYEON content coming out over on Patreon every single week. So if you want to check that out, then make sure to head on over to Patreon. That's also the best way to support the channel since we wouldn't be able to do any of this without all our amazing patrons over on Patreon. Nonetheless, see you in the next one.
Bye bye guys, take care.
Bye everyone. Take care.